Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. In this video, I'm going to show you how I made this potato cannon, which will serve as the main gun for my tank right here. Okay, so here's what I've got at this point. This pipe, 4-inch pipe right here, will be the combustion chamber, and it will be attached to these two washers that I've just made on either end. This is the combustion chamber here. As you can see, the main barrel has a whole bunch of holes in it. What you'll do is take your potato core, put it in the back right there. This is the breech. Move it up past all these holes to about right there. Then this will be filled with propane or MAP gas or some type of fuel. When that gets ignited, the expanding gases will travel through these holes, up and out the barrel, pushing the potato out. That's the idea. Again, I'm doing it this way because I want this to be breech loading, and I think this is going to work just fine. I don't see any issues with it. I haven't seen anyone else do it this way, so I'm hoping this will work out. Okay, so normally what you'll find when you just Google homemade potato gun is some kids who threw together some PVC pipe, they ram a potato down the end of the barrel, spray some hairspray into the combustion chamber, light that, and the potato shoots out. That works, but the issue that I have with that process is when you shoot the hairspray in the back of the combustion chamber, whatever they use for propellant, you're putting in an arbitrary amount of fuel. You don't know exactly how much propellant you've put inside of here. And the result of that is that each shot will be a little bit different. You don't have the exact same force pushing the potato out each time because you have different amounts of fuel inside. So what I've done here with this setup is made it so that you will have a repeatable outcome each and every time because you'll be putting in the exact same amount of fuel for each shot. The way all this works is you have your propane cylinder, which is attached to this hose. I will also have a flow meter on the top of this canister that lets me control an exact pressure of output from this cylinder, which I'll be able to see with this pressure gauge right here. Next is this part here. I have these two ball valves. When I open this one, it lets that pressure into this chamber. Then I close this off again, and now I have a known volume of propane that will be the same every time. Then I open this one and let that known volume into the combustion chamber. I'll close this up again, light the fuel inside of here, and it shoots out. And it will be exactly the same every time because I will be putting in the same amount of propane each time. This also is good because it eliminates the risk of accidentally overfueling the gun if you put way too much in, that could obviously be bad. But there's no danger of that with this because you know exactly how much you're putting in each time. So all I have to do now is I'll solder all this together and get back to you. Okay, so now what I've gotten is this grill lighter kit here. All it is this red push button here and this little box here that whenever you push this button, it sparks right there. That's exactly what I need to light the propane once it's inside of here. So what I'm going to do now is modify this so it can use this spark plug instead of this boxy thing. Okay, it's all hooked up now. I have the push button mounted on this washer right here, really nicely. The wires go to the spark plug now, and you can see in here, when I push the button, it sparks. So that should work out just perfectly. Okay, so now I have the gun mounted in the turret of the tank here, and I'm going to demonstrate how it fires. At the end there, what you saw me make was this back plug, and this is just a pipe cap with some conveyor belt rubber on there to seal up the chamber there. The other thing I've added in is this here. This is a tube that you blow in, and it mixes up the propane inside of here, because if you don't mix it up at all, then it doesn't work, because the propane doesn't make it all the way back here. This right there is a one-way valve, so you can, when you blow through this tube right here, the air goes through there, but it won't come back out. So you don't need to worry about when the propane explodes for anything to come back at you, because it's a one-way valve. That won't happen. So now I'm going to demonstrate how it all works. Okay, so the way this all works is you have your propane tank here, and I have my pressure gauge here, as well as the pressure regulator on top of this tank, and I can move this dial to control what PSI is coming out of this. So I'm going to open this up and bring it to about 30 PSI. Now I'm going to take my potato core, put it in the breech here, and then I have a stick that is the length I need to move this potato up to the point past the combustion chamber, so right up about here. Now I'll put the breech plug on. Now what I'm going to do is open up this valve here, give it a second to make sure this comes back to 30, or about 30, that seems good. Open up this valve to let that gas into the combustion chamber. Blow in this tube a little bit to mix up the gas. And now all you have to do is push this button and it'll fire. I'm going to get out of here to fire it just because I haven't tested this thing too much yet and I don't fully trust it at this point. So I'm going to get out and then we'll shoot it. Alright, and in 3, 2, 1. And that is how it works. Pretty simple overall. It's a good, reliable system. So that is the entire potato gun. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.